Hello everyone, Hippie here, and today we are going to be back into the second tournament game. Same opponent as last time. This time I picked the map, and if I'm not too lazy, again basically most of the meta divisions got picked. He got the first pick this time, so he picked second UK, and I decided to pick 79. Why 79? The logic was, well, I have OSAs. They can outrange his helos. And since this is a kind of an open map, I'm just gonna outtrade his. I'll just outtrade his. I visit my BMP2s. My T80s are gonna provide all the fire support, and I'm just gonna pray for getting the good side. We got the good side, which is nice. I'm just gonna go quickly over my deployment. One OSA at the start. Should have expected. Should have honestly opened a second OSA as well. Should have expected air spam, but well, unlucky. What can you do? Then Conquers for putting it here, then gonna drive it up here so there's no any shenanigans there. 2 Plamias into these buildings, 1 recon to here, and then 1 recon to here, and then I take this back. And basically BRDM Conquers going on this journey right here to get to a nice little spot so I can ATGM into the side. And then a BRDM 2. So very defensive here. The main bulk of the push is in the middle. So I have Spetsnaz Gru. I don't want to contest this because SAS is just going to beat me up with the foxes. I just want to get into this bush, provide a recon for my forces and my BMP2s and my T80s to shoot. If I open a T80 versus this div, I need to somehow to deal with the 80 GMs that he's going to get into here. And tank is basically the only way. 2 BMPs and 1 smoke to just smoke off all the corners around, and one recon for this, 1 recon for this building, and a Conquers for this building to basically cut off anything here. So that's my deployment. That's my idea of how I want to play the game. He has a different idea. He wants to win it really fast. So again, 1 SS here, 1 SS here, 1 SS here, spread out, but they can complement each other with AA. 1 fox for this here, and he wants to go there. Another fox for the middle, so he can provide the fire support for his SAS. 1 gazelle recon, which is going to provide crucial for him. A hell arm, Milan 2 in a hell arm. Warrior Milan for this. 1 CV. 1 armed rifles to do this, and then he's gonna open 2 planes. I'm gonna cast it from my perspective, of course. You're gonna see he gets a Harrier rocket out, and then he gets a Tornado HE out. Gonna see how that ends. He sees this and then backs off. Kinda smart. His Gazelle, honestly just wanna watch what he sees here.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
He doesn't see much.
Get there.
And now he sees everything. So here's an OSA. It hits the links, and then he's immediately gonna get the Harrier HE. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move it out of the way so he doesn't see it, but this Gazelle sees absolutely everything, and it doesn't matter. It goes up in flames. So my tanks and everything are now without the A cover. I get this, I get the mortar off. This here is secured. This is like I managed to get into position. This Harrier HE can't do much now. It drops shit on my CV, it kills it. The rest of the rockets killed the 120mm. By the way, all of this is splattered by this 1 Gazelle, which has very good optics. Open ground, there's nowhere for you to hide it. And then a Jaguar cluster going right for my tank. I can't dodge it, and then it goes boom. So as you can see, I lost most of my opening. The only good thing is that his fox here died, so he can sneak around, and his push into my point got solved by the 30mm. But everything else that could have gone bad went bad. So he's just gonna continue with the air spam, buys another Harrier rocket, because I don't think the last one managed to, refill. So my idea is, buy more AA. Like, what else can you do? Do these guys move out? I don't think these guys move out. I can't even see the Harry rocket because I don't have a I don't have AA at the front line, so I put it all the way back here. This gazelle gonna continue spotting everything. Like, look at the fucking distance it can see at. You can see this OSA, man. What the fuck?
Recon unit at your orders. All ammo spent.
Is it gonna be able to see it in the bush? Never mind, it's not gonna be able to see it.
I'm pulling out.
But he knows I'm sitting here, basically. So that's a bit crazy. It has bad stealth. What can you do? I buy a MiG-29, kills the Harry rocket. Much needed air cover so all of this doesn't die. Beard and conquers. Misses. Fired 3 shots, looks like it missed most of them. Another shot fired, kills the Milan, very nice. So I stop his push here, thankfully. He doesn't have any rocket kilos to just go over here and fucking destroy me. OSA, max sweated by the way, 65% accuracy, misses the gazelle, very nice. These BMP2s keep sitting here because I'm scared that he's just gonna walk Helms into me and that I cannot really move them here because of the Milan 2. As you can see, he got the building where he gets to cut off my reinforcement road, which is always very good for gameplay, especially on his side. I mean, to be fair, he has the bad side, so I think like the only win condition you have is to get 80 GMs rolling here, so he cannot reinforce this point. I mean, he can still, but reinforcement is much harder. Finally walk some infantry, can't do much about it. My AA is walking up, I buy more BMP2s. He buys Milan 2s for this right side, scouts. Yeah, he wants them in this building to deny me any fire support I can get for my infantry here. Gets one artillery piece out and motorized airmobile and the SAS. Think he should have honestly just kept pressuring me into here, but he was kind of slow to move. To be fair, everything is going great for him. He is completely winning. So another smoke mortar, a helo, because I want to bait him to kill his ASFs and planes into my AA. Because I have a MiG-29, OSA and a Cube. This gazelle keeps spotting things. Let's see how much it can fucking see. Can't see anything now, thankfully. Get recon helos. I'm gonna speed it up because not much is happening. He's walking these sound rifles into here. He's trying to walk the rover CP, but this Conqueror is stopping him. It's out of ammo though. I try and get this MA24P. It has the good gun, but the angles here are so fucked. It's not gonna be able to target the SAS. So with his slow reinforcements, going in, I managed to get the Plummet 30mm and some BMP2s up. I moved the OSA over here because I know he's gonna move out with helicopters. This is a very fun interaction. He keeps shooting at me and I can shoot at him. Alignment impossible, aligning, crew injured, get shot by the SAS, I have to get him out. This Milan 2 moves to this building because I bought an artillery piece. Probably a mistake. This MiG-29 shot at the Harrier 2, this tornado goes here, and this Jaguar cluster doesn't drop on my OSA, so very good for me. The Coup dies though, and this here is being barely held by these BMP2s. These BMP2s winning versus these Warrior Milans is fucking crucial. To me, even like maintaining this point. This is crew injured, and this OSA is gonna do OSAing. Gonna thin down his Gazelle rockets. His SAS dies here to the support. I smoke my BMP2. I don't fucking manage to keep it alive, and this OSA being alive is basically the only thing keeping me in the game. I think I managed to destroy his ATGM with my arty, which is very nice. He has scouts here, so they can see most things. I can see them even with exceptional optics here. Forrestal got buffed. A reminder. Abuse Forest more, because I'm not sure if I killed it or not. I start smoking all this. He has 2 ATGMs here, a Saxon that's shooting at my Razvetka, and this here I buy a superior RPO to try and fix it, buy a supply, the big supply to try and fix up my OSA and my MI24 and the rest of the infantry and everything. So like the only thing that's going on for me is that I got back my whole fucking town. I just don't have a CV for it. So I keep losing and I was like contemplating here, like should I surrender, but when I managed to get back into this point, I was like nah, no point. He doesn't move the rover Milan in because he knows my Rezvatka is there. Problem with it is he doesn't know I'm completely out of ammo because I guess it took 4 shots to kill a fox that's right in your face. Very fun sometimes. This is a parry RPO moving up to deal with these armored rifles. This is smoked off. I know that he is in this building, so my artillery immediately starts shooting. He leaves. But it doesn't matter, it's a direct hit. As you can see, the last artillery shell also hit the building, but splash damage didn't register. I try and push up to see if there's something there. There's a gazelle rocket and my Motus rocket dies. Honestly, a mistake. But he's pretty thin on the line. This artillery, he bought more. To be fair, I also bought an artillery and thought RT is cheap and his RT is better. The 155mm are pretty good. 24km range means it's more accurate than 17km range, although my one is wetted up from, well, me deciding to wet it up. Lots of supply here. His Gazelle rocket's kind of thinned out. He's not massing them. He's gonna destroy the Rezvatka pretty easily. This Aperi RPO deals with this. I'm gonna speed it up a bit because this is the build-up phase. You know, my plan push here. That was the plan since the start. But in order to do that, I need to get into the middle. So also one of the objectives is move into the middle. He gets a lot of ATGMs and a challenger here. He gets a Rapier FSB that shoots at my MiG-29. But misses it. I kill the Gazelle Recon, which is really good. This Mi-24P is not gonna do much. So I finally get my point back. No, and that stops the horrible bleed of +4 and puts it down to a +2. So I have basically 13-ish minutes to figure out how to get into one of his zones to equalize the tick, and then to figure out how to win. So that's gonna be rough. He has challengers here, so I pull back. I pull back this CV because I know that he's gonna, you know, try and snipe it. Oh, never mind. I don't pull it back completely. This over Milan should have been here, but I don't think the Milans even have the range to reach it here, which is fine. He gets another Milan too. I start smoking this whole thing because I know that he's gonna have a Milan there because I saw him land the Hellorn. Is it another Acacia buy? No, it's not. It's the same Acacia. So, as I said, plan since the start was to get the middle, and here 12 minutes later I'm in a position to start contesting it. That's how bad the game was going. His tick still going up. So, why contest the middle? I mean, I obviously cannot push here because he has an 80. He can move this 80GM to here. He has 2 80GMs here. He has 2 80GMs here, and he has a challenger here. So there's no way for me to push down this lane. Basically 0. This Mi-24 kills the fox. I didn't even notice that in the game. I think the Acacia is shooting at his... Well, I thought scouts were here. Motostrelke dies to the Gazelle, and this Osa is behind the bush. This Milan 2 kills the BMP, so I'm just dying unnecessarily. But the push has to continue. These BMP2s are in a nice angle where they cannot be contested from here, but they can contest the town. This is a very good angle to know. This here you can like put it in the middle of a bush. Bearding Conquerors noticed immediately by the scouts. Milan 2 not fully smoked up because I switched smoke to here. This BMP2 gonna try and trade, misses, unlucky. I try and push up the Motostrelke to see what's here, and I mean that was a mistake, but what can you do? This Mi-24 did it die? No, I pulled it back. Very good. Su-24 cluster because I wanna get rid of the challenger, but I don't see it from my own smoke. MiG-29 survives a barrage of missiles, extremely lucky. Kub misses, and his Phantom misses my Su-20 cluster. My AA net is pretty decent at this point, so you know, one also double Kub. This Su-24 cluster finally sees the challenger. And the thing with the challenges is that even if he fucking moved it, it's just that. Bonk. This is 24 cluster dies, so it wasn't really worth trade outside of getting tempo. So now he has nothing except Warrior Milans and Milan 2s that he can pop in and out. And my infantry managed to finally walk into here. He moves up the SAS. And this motocell he keeps going up. AA keeps missing, as is usual. To be fair, his AA is missing a decent amount as well. Nothing to complain about this game for now when it comes to AA. Plummet 30mm motocell both die to Special Forces SAS, the most broken squad in the game. To be fair, I think that the 56Y squad is more broken than the SAS simply for the fact that it has recon. So, I mean, it can't really fight, but it can provide AA, AT. It can secure a building, plus it has very good optics, so it's recon as well. Also, of course, does the missing. That doesn't matter that it's double vet. Of course, it's gonna miss a hell arm, but the trades are finally in my favor. He keeps the airstun going. Jaguar cluster, Jaguar tornado HE keep going around. I shoot at them, of course. Take a guess. Gonna miss. Tornado, he pings the cube. I think, yeah, he's gonna target it a bit off the track, but what can you do? The Kraz is there. I should have moved my AA, but I guess I was like trying to secure this, move out my BMPs out of danger. Akacia firing at the Milan 2 that I saw he's putting in here. My BMPs are in a vulnerable spot. My shit keeps smoking off this lane of ATGMs. I move up my Mi-24, Rapier, FSB hits it. My MiG-29 lobs a fire and forget the missile, the Harrier hits. Thank fuck. And then I just keep orbiting and tracked Rapier hits. 60% accuracy on the tracked Rapier. Let's see if the artillery even hits this ATGM. I don't think it does. I fire only 2 because I thought it's enough, but he moves it slightly to the side. This here is neutralized for him, so he no longer has an ATGM to go down here. He's on a +2 tick. I have 8 minutes to win. It says 9, but the only thing I can get is a draw. Actually, I actually had more time, because here in the tournament rules you cannot get a draw. It only matters like who has more points. So in theory, if I got to 2,000 points in the end, and he had like 1,910 or something, which would be a draw in ranked, it would be a victory here. Targets my mortar, obviously. When I see it, I load it up in the MTLB immediately, which is why I bring the MTLB for my mortars. Now he can't really counter battery it effectively. He doesn't kill the cube with the artillery, so I heal it back up with the Kraz. These BMP2s are out of concourse. I mean, one is out of concourse. I move up my AA because I see his helos, and then I start building up the T80 blob. I kill the Rapier FS1B through a fucking through nice angles. He loses Warrior Milan there as well. T80 BVI ZD, this like my tanks and everything start working the magic now that I'm finally able to, you know, build them up. Milan 2 misses, I smoke too late, but I mean, enough. Gazelle rockets keep dying to my Osa. BMP2 dies here because I didn't kill the ATGM that I thought I did. This Osa here in a pretty vulnerable position, gonna get ATGM'd as well through this little small sightline, and then I managed to move it out thankfully. Immediately artillery goes for the Milan 2. Did I buy a second Parvati? I don't think I did. I mean, this RT is already doing more than enough work. As you can see, he's pretty thin on the ground compared to me, because he just keeps buying air. And he hopes to, you know, get me with air, but he kind of slips up. And but it's almost never enough to kill him, except now that I have like 1, 2, 3 Osas and 2 cubes on the ground, like I can actually start playing the game. Such is life of tank divisions now. Milan 2 here dies, think fuck. Jaguar cluster dies as I've shown, and you know, now that I can finally like try and push here, I realize that he has all of this ATGM'd. So I start the slow process of trying to you know, try and contest it, but I'm pretty fast gonna realize that that's just not gonna happen. This also moves up to try and contest his helos. I don't notice because I think that he has no ATGMs here. Lo and behold, he has one here, and it's just gonna kill my Osa. Thankfully, it's not the double wetted one. It's only the normal wetted one. But what can you do? Bad micro, as always. KPV engages the rover Milan. It's probably the rover Milan is probably gonna kill it. His artillery tries to target the tank that moved out, and I want to move up the Mi-24 to try and contest this. This SAS only has one left. Finally, second artillery purchase kills the rover Milan. He is targeting fucking nothing here. So he has two Challenger 2s and everything to contest me here. So I realized that I'm gonna switch my focus. I pull back my IZDs, I heal them. I set up like enough of a defensive wall here so he can push in, and I decide to push here, which is pretty weakly defended compared to all of this, and he can't move a pretty decent chunk amount of it. Like, he can't move all this out to here. He can move these rover Milans, and he can move these Challengers. He can't move this Milan to out of this building, neither this. So like, if your enemy has a lot of static defenses, try and push somewhere where he doesn't, if the map allows it, of course. So as you can see, this SAS is out of stingers, so this Mi-24 starts doing the work. The Acacia is engaging this Milan too. It's really far away, you can see the dispersion. Gonna be very lucky if it hits. The Hellarm is there to cause me pain, pushing up the Osa, and as you can see, the blob is migrating. He tries and push with his Challenger, smokes out when he sees there are 80 GMs. I smoke out as well because I expect him to migrate. There's an 80 GM that I want to walk into here, but I think I can just keep it here out of a mistake because I'm trying to micro this. Osa hits, and I get this Milan 2 out. Thankfully, SAS, another SAS there to do the SAS bid. I don't think I notice it, and then it's just gonna go poof. But as you can see, the trades are still in my favor. I can walk into here for free. He has nothing to stop me, as all of his defenses are just static here. So I move my CV over open ground like a genius. Thankfully, Milans don't have the range. Any other ATGM would have the range. And I just move in. I buy 2 Su-25 rockets to deal with the rest of the resistance here, because I don't think he has an ANet here, which I'm correct in. He doesn't have an ANet here. But he starts mobilizing his air force again, which I do notice, and I start MiG-29ing them. I of course start missing, and then I'm just gonna get hit by his track rapiers. Pretty sure I'm gonna die here. Yep. It goes down, and then the MiG-29 gets damaged, so that's very nice for me. Really bad air trade, and these Su-25s didn't really do much, you know, outside of doing basically nothing. These Osas and Coops keep missing, and they are out of supply. Now this Su-25 rocket does nothing, and the Jaguar cluster goes and drops on 2 of my tanks, killing them. Off to a great start. All of that good trading is basically gone now. But I stopped the bleed at 250 points short of him winning. He smokes the track rapier. Wait, track rapier has smoke? It actually does. I didn't know. T80 command here as well. Another Osa dead here from artillery. These cubes are out of supply. I don't know if I bring it to them. I do. So this whole thing right now is defended by basically nothing. But he did expend a lot of his air force, and he doesn't have a lot more. So BMP2, after killing these Warno Milans and being blind, I push up my Mi-24s and BMP2s up. Conquers here dies to artillery, and I get an Su-24 cluster down this Challenger 2 that is slowed down. He doesn't have any AA because he moved it all here, and his rover CP and Challenger 2 all die. Even if you microed it, Challenger 2 is too fucking slow to dodge this cluster from 79th. Which is a part of the reason why I even picked this div here, outside of it being my most played div. He buys 2 Phantoms to deal with the MA24P, gets it, and because he panic bought the 2 fucking fighters to deal with this, so a little birdie tells me that there's absolutely fucking nothing in this village. So I decide to move my CV up. Harrier HE1 can't kill anything. 2 bombs are not enough to kill armored vehicles. He tries shooting, I'm not sure at what. I think he noticed my CV, but he moved it out in time. Get my double Acacia to get rid of his warrior Milan here. And then I try pushing up a little bit. But I don't have the tanks to push up here. I don't have anything really. I tried to get rid of his Challenger, it didn't work. So these BMP2s are just walking into the death now. This here is secure though, which will put me on a nice +2 tick, but outside of the +2 tick, not much is gonna work out for me. Pushing up this Spetsnaz Gru so I can actually fucking see. These 2 Acacias are firing at this Milan 2, which seriously needs to get out, and this point here is probably gonna fall. He sends a Lynx as reinforcements, fast reinforcements with the Monterey Scouts. It doesn't work though. My TTBVK walks into here. Luckily for me. This rover Milan loses LOS. Tragic. Warrior Milan dies here. To whatever that was. BMP2s explode, as I said. And there's another Su-25 rocket going for whatever this is. This Phantom decides to be a bitch and then hits my Su-25, forcing it to evac. And my AA obviously keeps doing the hits now, thankfully. This Cube leveled up from killing all of his shit, or maybe it's being leveled up by the BRDM. I don't think it has a range. I think it just leveled up from killing his shit. As you can see, his Challenger 2, I killed the track rapier. These BMP2s in the forest are gonna prove to be such a great pain for him. Gets a Gazelle here. I don't have any AA. My AA is here, and all of my units are completely damaged, and he gets the OSA with the artillery. My artist starts shooting, but does the missing, and he didn't kill the Milan 2. He still has a Challenger here. I could move up this Motostrelki, but I'm not sure if he has any infantry here. If he literally had at least 1 infantry squad, this here is dead. TTBVK for this side, and I decide to move back this TTBVK to here. Gonna be a crucial, a good call, as you'll see later. He gets a Challenger CV here. My MiG-29 goes off to the side to get his Jaguar cluster. Will it get it? I'm not sure. Nope. It has one missile left. I should have let it literally die for the Jaguar cluster, but it's out for most of the game. I didn't get this, but denying him these houses from just existing here is the best thing that could ever happen to me. Get this MiG-27 seed to gun run the Challenger. Basically I'm panic buying AA and then SAS, and this just hit. Of course the track rapier is gonna fucking hit, and it leveled up from all the fucking hitting. It now has 65% accuracy. My artillery keep trying to do some work. I notice his Challenger from his Spetsnaz, then he moved it back, and as you can see he is now stunned from 2 salvos, and another salvo here, and then another. He's basically gonna kill the Challenger 2. You can pretty reliably kill heavy tanks with 2 artillery, with 2 155mm if your opponent isn't paying enough attention. So I move up my shit. There's a TATBVK, another TATBVK. Moving up. I'm not sure if I lost all of my IZDs at this point, because I did downwed them for this game. But I basically wanted to have a tank and a CV at the same time. Spetsnaz Gru gonna move up. This TATBVK is shooting at this, but then the rover Milan shoots this. I think I managed to get it to move its frontal armor fucking last minute, and then it does a 360 fucking no scope, kills it. Carrier HE1 wants to get my tanks, but I notice he has no AA here. So the SAS, which luckily misses. This MiG-29 is gonna eat these Harriers for breakfast. That's a hilarious interaction, but I take it. My tanks are safe, they can move up. His artillery does some missing. The cluster 2 gets hit by the SAS, and that's dead. And this he gets back into the point. I guess he moves out of the point. Thank you. This BRDM2 I moved it out. He gets back into the point because he didn't have enough to defend it, and because my 2 tanks got bombed right here. Somewhere here they died. That's a dead BMP. And that's a dead T-80. So my tanks move up. He only gets a Milan 2 here. So immediately tell my artillery to start firing at it. These 2 tanks can deal with the Milan. But he leaves this strict. This Milan 2 here is on mediocre cohesion. Can kill me. Harrier rocket to desperately try and stop me from trying to move up into his back point. Should have literally told it to fast move, but I didn't want to like reveal my sides or something. AA is in the back, there to ready to provide. We don't have OSA sadly. I mean, I do have in my deck, I don't think I just have them on the field. MA24, because I notice he has absolutely nothing here, and this BRDM decides to walk through here and miraculously survive. I don't know what was happening here. I don't know. I don't remember giving an order for the BRDM to go here. Fuck me. Milan 2 died to artillery, and I get a T-80 right here, which is gonna put me on a +4. I managed to lightly reinforce this with a plummet 30mm and superior RPO, so he can't move infantry in, and this T-80 is protecting the road from here, and this Challenger is gonna drive up here. And this T-80, as I said, the placement of the T-80 is gonna provide to be crucial. I'm in the point, decide to badly trade this. Thankfully, this is not a side shot, otherwise it will be a fucking kill. I actually would it. No, I will survive on 1 HP. This misses again. I managed to bring infantry in. Cubes deal with the Gazelle, and I'm sneaking my BRD MCV into here, I guess. MA24 suffering from the SAS. It's out of everything. Challenger 2 dies to the T-80, getting sideshotted. What can you do? MiG-27 see the bot, so I can get rid of this hell arm. As you can see, the game is kind of devolving into a sorry state. I'm trying to secure this. Cubes are doing work versus the airmobiles. I don't know what kills it. What kills this? What kills the cube? Did the rockets from the airmobiles? Maybe. Tornado HE should have went for the cube, but it kills the MA24. Will the T-80 hit him? No. I decide to randomly switch target to nothing. This Acacia is gonna not kill the Challenger because he didn't get stunned and he managed to move out. Pretty good for him. +6 and 5 minutes till the end. I have more than enough time to win, and he doesn't have enough time to get back into here. His only CV is right this. Tornado HE gonna go for my artillery, which has been causing him great pain this game. SAS out of bullshit. And my Acacia dies. Unlucky. Su-25, I don't have any vision here. Tornado fucking misses its rockets, and this S-25 is gonna keep hovering. I wanna smoke in the BRDM. This Milan 2 loses vision, and this Challenger also doesn't have vision. Rapier FSB is rapiering me. And BRDM is gonna move up. He has assault, he has fucking Terrier Pioneers, but those don't have AT. So I'm back in the zone. He buys a rover CP for this, I guess. And this BRDM2U is, I guess he is on top of me and dropping satchels, but it's not killing me. Yeah, it's not killing me, I'm armored. This is like pulling up, but it doesn't matter. Distract Rapier, dying, MiG-27K, tries to gun around the Challenger, doesn't work, dies. Such is life. I get these BMP2s instead of going to here to move up through his backline. I'm on a +8, and this is a pretty comfortable win for me. Currently, he cannot push up his CV or the Challenger in. This is secured. The backline is secured. The Su-22 cluster wants to get rid of this fucking A piece, and I think it fucking kills it. It fucking kills it. Thing. Fuck. He moves out the Challenger too, and then I move out through this little gap here, and then I go behind this building to keep my CV alive. He has nothing to fucking kill it, and then my CV refuses to move behind the building. This Challenger is trying to aim at it, then I move behind and he surrenders, because this is a pretty obvious win for me now. GG to Kuf, really close game when it comes to kills. He probably overbought airplanes a lot, but he likes his air spam. Akatsia's doing invaluable 80 GM spam removal. He gets 3 cards of Milan 2s if he wants, all in helicopters, so that's very balanced when it comes to this division. He gets a lot of rover Milans as well, 2 cards of rover Milans and air spam, a very potent division. The AA wasn't doing that bad, the MiG-29, this was the fucking Harrier killer. As you can see, it's mostly the BMP2s doing unspoken work, and T8 is just supporting from the back. Those T8s that did the push in the end were really good, and the Su-24 cluster, really good. Sadly, kind of bad RNG for them. They got hit often and had to be pulled back. But as you can see, pretty good. He killed a lot with air. Jaguar cluster down. Where is the fucking cluster that killed 2 of my tanks? Here it is, double IZD, unlucky. This SAS, of course, freaking destroyers of everything, and his artillery worked on my Osus pretty well. Osus are pretty light 6 HP with no armor, died to artillery really easily. So maybe they could get price buffed, Tihi. I'm kidding. Anyways, that was it for the video. I'm gonna cast more tournament games if you guys like this one. Probably I'm gonna cast every single FOB game. This is the FOB HQ tournament. I'm gonna cast it every single game regardless of if I win or lose. So that's cool. Overall ranking 1, and I'm gonna see you guys next one. See ya.